Yo, yo, what's happening, people? Let me do a quick mic check. Mic check, 1, 2. Does that sound a little bit quiet? It sounds a little bit quiet to me, but just have to shout louder. Right, let's have a skeet and see what's happening today. I did have a little look earlier. I have actually been sat just playing with something new actually, and I've had I think 3 for 3 trades. So I'm hoping my read is pretty good today. It's Monday, so things can be a little bit slow. But what I am potentially expecting is a retracement down to this level down here, which I have marked on my 5 minute chart. And then I think a bounce from there. I think we've had enough downside now to start looking at some higher pricing. So that's really what I'm expecting overall for the day. If you look at the previous 2 sessions, we built higher value on, I think that was Thursday. Friday we built higher value again, and price, I always wait for price to settle down during New York Open anyway, because it's just too volatile to get involved with for me. And sometimes I say that and then I go against it and end up fucking myself. So I'm gonna not do that today. I have actually put it so you can see my live account now, so you can see exactly what's going on. I don't hide anything, so you can see exactly what trades I take, how much I'm in profit, how much I'm not. So had a bit of a shitty week last week, and honestly, it's my own fault. I was over trading, to be honest. So I am down $7.50, a fucking hell of an amount. I'm not too bothered. We're still I think two winning days in. So I did lose my Top Step account last week, so that's gone. So that's 50k funding out the door. However, we still have this Alpha Futures account. Let me just tidy up this here. I normally have some tunes on, but for recordings, when I'm trying to make reels and stuff, it just doesn't work. So I'm gonna try without the tunes on today, which is quite annoying because I do like having my tunes on while I'm trading. But what I want to do right now is have a look over at TradingView, and on Friday I purchased a tool that gives you GEX levels as a template on TradingView, and I've been watching it the last few days and it looks fucking broken, honestly. The couple of trades that I just took, if I mark out, I already have the 1 day min marked on the 1 minute chart, as you can see, and the next level up is 740, which is, if I can get it, 740.50, that'll do. Is this one here, and this is the HVL, the high volatility level. Now, when we're below that, it tends to be trending. So if we do break past the 1 day min, I think we'll go lower, but I'm just going to wait around and see. Not in a rush to get in anything right now. So these are our GEX levels, and my mentor has been going on about these for quite a while now, actually. I was using them at one point, but I was just pinching them off the guys in our community. So I didn't actually have them to look at directly on my own chart. I was trying not to overcomplicate what I was already doing, but I have decided now that I am going to use these because they just look fucking stupidly accurate. Okay, we're actually closing under the 1 day min right now, breaking below it pretty quickly as well. So we could be on for a downward trend here, but as I said, we do have this area where I suspect we might see a rejection from. I'm going to clean up these delta levels that I have. Oh, there's an old HDL level that I've got marked out down here. Get rid of that. And if we break that, I think the next GEX is 29,500. So probably should have just left that on and renamed it, really. Save myself the hassle. Right, let's get this named up. So that's GEX 8. Not a massive amount of gamma there, but gamma level nonetheless. Okay, so there's my gamma levels for today. The only other one is 30k, which is fucking miles away. So if we get above HVL, that could be a potential target for the day. Where's the 1 day max? 1 day max. 1 day max is at 30,480. So we have a lot of room to get there. That's GEX 1. GEX 1, quite a strong level as well. Okay, so that's our GEXs drawn out. Next thing we need is the opening range. So I want to wait for the first 15 minutes of New York Open. Then I'm going to draw out my opening range and see where we go from there. Okay, so we are at the 0 day HVL, so we could see a reject here as well. Very high volume coming in on the sell side at the moment. Given the hourly trend at the minute, we do look like we're trending down. So, given the last, 2 weeks of price action, if you were a pattern trader of any sort, you're probably looking at this going, what is it? It's a bit of a triangle, if you want to call it that. I think you would call it a bull flag. Yeah, but we're really at the sort of back end of it. So if we are going to break, if you're talking in terms of patterns, we're probably going to have a couple of days compression and then potentially a breakout one side or the other. Do I expect it to go down? Potentially, but I wouldn't be as... I'd be more surprised of it going down than it going up, to be quite honest. I think we've had enough downside, enough sort of choppy action within this sort of last couple of weeks, really. So that is pretty much everything I'm expecting for the day. Just gotta wait and see what happens now. I'm already regretting not having tunes on, honestly, but I'm trying to get some reels for Instagram because I haven't been using it for ages, and I should really start posting on it again. I'm just about to see a breakout on the 15 minutes. Lost it. What's it called? Value area low. That's the word I was looking for. I suspect, and I could be wrong here, but I suspect we're probably going to hit this level around 29,600, or even potentially sort of where we are now, given that we're at the 0 day HVL. But if we close below that, I think we might get down day. But if I was gonna flip a coin, I would say today I expect more upside, honestly. Although we do have some weekly gaps and stuff like that down at sort of 25k, but that's a big move down. That's a 5k move from the high. In fact, it's a 6k move from the highs to get all the way down there. 5k, 6k. What's a couple of k between friends, eh? But yeah, given it's a Monday, I'm not expecting a massive amount. Friday was sort of a compression day as well. Thursday was a mover. Wednesday was a pretty heavy move down, followed by a pretty solid move up, and then we got to the sort of point where we're at now. So, a couple of things to bear in mind there. A couple of areas to watch. Sellers look like they're getting absorbed a little bit at the bottom here. One thing I am trying to be more specific about in my model at the moment is looking for clear areas of absorption or exhaustion. And when I say clear, I mean really fucking clear. Like, is it clear? As Fabio says. Little Fabio joke, if you know, you know. Right, we're really starting to break down on this 15-minute level now. It's not as obvious on the 5-minute. So if we get a clean rejection out of this level, if we get a clean rejection out of this level and then a retest, I think we're shorts for the day. If not, if we start to see some sellers absorbed in this area, although they're coming in pretty fucking heavy right now, then I think we go higher. But I'm not here to predict markets. It's you know, I might as well guess. We are here to react to what happens. So that's what we're doing. We've got another 3.5 minutes. Would you look at that fucking momentum just came in from the buyers there. There's a buy box coming in. I would actually like to see a level of absorption here. Maybe take it back up to the top. But I really, really want to see clear absorption. Not just a load of big buyers coming in and the price sits here. Like, that's not absorption. I want to see a high level of volume absorbed with a buy closure. Which isn't what we're seeing at the minute. I think sellers are still coming in pretty aggressively here. We're going to take the buy box. I suspect we are. Lots of sell volume coming in. Okay, we've taken those buyers, pushing down lower. Still within the area that I am looking at for a rejection. I'm not going to jump in too soon. Also keeping an eye on the 15-minute chart just to see if we do get a. I mean, it looks like we're going to close under that 15-minute level, honestly. Lots of volume built up on this level here. I'll show you. So this value area here, just above where the potential rejection point is, but we are seemingly looking to close below it. If we get below that, I think the next target down, 29,418. How does that line up with 29,400 is Gex 9. Let me just mark that one out as well. 29,400. That's a pretty low on the level of Gexes, but Gex 9. Okay, so we've got our Gexes. We are starting to see some level of absorption now on the sell side. I wouldn't class this as absorption just yet. Let me flip back to my main chart. Given that we're below the HVL, I'm starting to... I don't want to say I'm getting more in line with shorts here, but I don't want to get tied up on a bias and be wrong for the day. These areas are normally pretty solid for rejections. Lots of buying coming in, lots of selling coming in here that isn't seeing any result just yet. I'm actually going to bring this value area a bit closer. It's not my ideal sort of profile here, really. Okay, now we're starting to look a bit more like absorption. This could just be an exhausted move of the sellers. Selling pressure coming in, not really getting any result. Big seller here, absorbed. Let's see how this next 1 minute candle closes. We are starting to see some buy effort. on the NQ effort chart as well. Below the value area low there. Okay, that is starting to look very much like absorption now. I'd like to see a retest of that. Is heavy selling pressure. Fucking hell. Damn, son. Yeah, sellers really want this level. Look at the aggression on the CVD. CVD extremely high. Lots of big sellers in this area. Are they going to be able to push below this level? Or are they just going to get absorbed? That, my friends, is the question. At the minute, I think they're going to take it, honestly. There's our opening range formed as well. So our opening range looks like this. Which means we are about to get a close under the opening range low, I think. Still within the potential rejection area, so I don't want to jump into this too prematurely. Starting to see aggression from the buyers come in now, given that the sellers are being absorbed. This could be nice for a long. Lots of selling pressure, not a massive amount of result. It's telling me that the buyers are in this area. Okay, I'd like to see I'd like to see price come back down to this area, really. Is this a little rejection off the opening range low, potentially? Lots of volume on the profile. It's really hard to get a gauge for what's going to happen just from that alone. Retesting that area that the buyers stepped in here. Okay, I think if we get a break above this level, I think longs are good. Our targets will be up here. Still not seeing really enough buying aggression right now. Just sitting sort of between the value area high and low of the range chart. I'd like to see a break above this, really. So on the 1 minute, that's basically going to be here. I think it's a little bit clearer on the range chart, honestly. Not really a big fan when I have conflicting profiles, but let's see how we go here. Big seller came in there, didn't really get anywhere. We are starting to see more buying pressure coming in now. Again, the 5 minute profile isn't really giving me much to go off right now. We've got 10 minutes to 10 AM. Normally see a bit of a liquidity injection there, so could see a flip from there. It's going to be a long day. I think this might be the bottom end of the day. Price is looking to build a little bit higher. Let's see if we retest these sellers at the bottom here. There's not really anything clear for me right now. I'm just going to sit back and wait. Could potentially go down and test that GEX 8 level. Selling pressure coming in, but buyers seemingly taking the price here. Starting to get a little bit of a test. Sellers are still aggressive, you can see by the speed of tape. if they're coming in aggressively and not really seeing any result, then it means buyers are in the area too. Want to see a nice clean breakout. I'm going to set the extension mode on so I can just see how price is building, how the value area is moving, if it is. It's kind of counter trend this as well, like we've been moving down pretty much all day, but if you look at the long-term trend, it's it's been pretty bullish for the last couple of days. We are pretty much at 50%. Gex 8 is actually 50% level of the previous up move, so definitely could be a rejection point. This area that we're testing right now is also starting to look a bit like a rejection point, but again, nothing's super clear. Again, more selling pressure coming in. Seemingly not getting any result lows, so that is absorption. Is it clear absorption? Let's see how this CVD candle closes. I'm going to shorten this up and move it along. Okay, we're starting to break below the... Oh shit, we're really breaking down below the value area low now. Which leads me to think shorts might be the answer on this, rather than longs. We have, however, got the 2 gex levels in between, so that's a heavy amount of selling coming in there. Let's see if we retest this area. Buyers absorbed that pretty quickly. Massive sell volume coming in. I'm get nice and zoomed in on this one here. Starting to break below the area as well that I was watching, so could be potentials for shorts. I sort of like this area towards Gex 9. Let's see if we retest the value area low of this move here, if it's just a failed breakout. That's looking like a pretty clean retest on the effort chart. I think we might come up and retest this area though, so I don't want to get in just yet. I want to make sure sellers are really in control here. There's a lot of selling at the bottom there that didn't go anywhere, so let's see if we get a big seller stepping in towards this area, sort of back in the rejection range now as well. A couple of minutes till the 10 a.m. The 10 a.m. A couple of minutes until 10 a.m. Okay, that's testing the... Oh, that's a pretty clean test, that. Starting to like the look of this. Okay, big buyers stepping in here. Are they going to get anywhere with it though? Okay, we're back inside the value area. Maybe this is the rejection here. Very close to that Gex 8 level. Did we just retest up here? Oh, we did as well. Could be a buyer's reload down here though, so again, I don't want to jump in too quickly. I'm going to get rid of this level here, just to tidy things up a little bit. back below the value area. Quite a bit of buy-in pressure coming in at this level. We're going to get a 5-minute close below the orb. I think we are. I think I might take this here actually. There's very high selling pressure and they're really not getting in. You know, they're not getting any results here at all. So what's going well for us right now in terms of shorts? We've got an opening range low breakout. We're retesting this value area low pretty consistently, but buyers are stepping in quite aggressively. We did also retest this area here. Lots of buy volume coming in, but there you go, starting to see some results on it now. Let's see how they react at this level here. It looks like they're getting rejected. There's a pretty good amount of volume on that. It wasn't a massive amount of volume compared to the previous candle actually. I think we're going to wait a little bit longer and just see how we react. This level specifically is what I want to see. Whoa, not that. I want that one. I want that one. Classic British humour there. Testing the value area low of the, value area high of this little down move here. It is looking pretty good. It's more selling volume starting to come back in. That means it's 2 minutes to 10. There's no news though. Do you know, I have a feeling this could be the bottom of the day, honestly. All the aggressive selling is starting to dry up. Just broken above this area as well. What does it look like on the 5-minute? Yeah, I think we're about to break the value area high of this section here as well. I have a feeling this is the bottom of the day, you know. Let's see if we come back into this effort box here. Might take a stab long. It's in line with my bias. It's at a rejection area. We're seeing a massive amount of absorption here. I'd like to see a little retracement. Back up towards that HVL. Seller's getting absorbed massively here. We're now pressing above the value area high on the 5-minute as well. I want to see a little push down, and I think I'm going to take a long here. Targets above 895 looks good. Orb 75 looks like a pretty good level. I think we're just going to run with this here. Yeah, I reckon this is the bottom of the day, honestly. But am I going to be able to get on it with it is the question. We're approaching the 1-day min as well. Yeah, effort's pretty clear in favour of the buyers right now. This just looks like absorption. Is in the area that I called as well. If you were here at the start of the stream, you'll see I called it. These levels can be so crazy to target as well. Like if that was paired with a Gex level, I probably just would have blind longed that, honestly. Okay, let's see if we get a retrace. Doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to get on with this though, unfortunately. Now at the 1 day min. Giving us the 1 day min as well. I'm pretty confident this is the bottom of the day. Let's see if we get a retrace back down. Don't really want to risk that much on one contract, honestly. Value area on the 1 minute is looking a little bit more clear than it was before as well. 5 minutes looking a bit clearer as well. Although still not great on the 5 minute. Yeah, if I was going to get on with this, I really would like to see. I really would like to see a little bit of a retrace. And then we have areas like put support. I think we could see 30k today. That's my suspicion anyway. I think 30k could be a potential level. Okay, we're starting to see a little bit of a pushback down now. This area here might be good. Yeah, sort of only got one. I only really got one trade in the tank if I take it at this level. Let's see what happens with these big buyers at this level. They might just take it from here. Oh, mosquito. Mosquito. Oh, I was getting absolutely destroyed by mosquitoes in the gym today. This here is starting to look pretty tasty. Oh. Let's see what happens with these sellers. Are they going to get absorbed? Right at the value area high of this section here as well. We're just rejecting the 1 day min. Like, look how perfectly we've tapped the 1 day min. Which now sort of puts me off the ideas of longs. Like, if a setup appears and we start to move back up, like if we see these big sellers absorbed here, we might be still on for it, but that was a very aggressive tap off the 1 day min. Okay, starting to see some aggression. It's just really high for me to get where I would like my stop. I'd like my stop below the low. But if I can't get the right RR, it's not worth it for me. There'll be a better trade. If we see these big sellers absorbed, then potentially stops below that could be a play. But like looking at the day, it's very bearish. And the more I talk it out loud, the more unclear I think it is of exactly how today is going to unfold. Back sort of in the value area of, what was that, a mini mosquito? Oh, I don't know. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, busy day today. Running on fumes, man. I need a cowpad guy. Okay, we've also just hit the POC of the composite profile for the cache sessions. So another reason that we could just go lower from here. Got a lot of conflicting ideas right now. I still like the idea of this being the low of the day. We're also at 10 a.m. now, so like this could be the 10 a.m. injection actually going south. Now we think about it. Given that we're below the 1-day min, put support 29k. Saw that on Wednesday. Could be a day lower. Coming back into the potential rejection area where I framed up earlier. I'm going to take that level off here. You see me adding, removing levels. Once I don't need them anymore, once they're irrelevant, there's literally no point in having them on my screen. So I like to get rid of them as quick as I can, just to avoid confusion. There's enough on my screen as it is. I always used to like having a pretty clean chart, but it's not so easy when you're trading this style of trading. Now, given the amount of rejection here, if we're going to go lower, you know, that actually might look a fairly nice setup. Just very conflicted right now of which way it wants to go. I think if we break this value area, that might be a good play. Sort of lines up on all charts. We've got the effort chart, 1 minute, 5 minute. 15 still looking pretty bearish. Sort of hanging around a pretty high volume node on the 15 minute at the moment though. This is where patience definitely comes into play here. Effort chart is starting to look very much more like a bearish setup. It's probably going to be better today. 29k, where would that put us? All the way down here. I'm going to mark that up as put support, if it'll let me. Nope. Okay, don't know why that's not working. Probably got it marked on another chart somewhere. I can't even delete it. Let's change that to put support. Wash that in there. This right now is terrible, honestly. Terrible profiling. Not anything I want to get on with. Yep, now my deep charts is lagging out. Oh, fun times trading. Okay, we're now at the level where I said a short might be nice. Let's see what happens here. And the reason I say it might be nice is because look at all these sellers. If they reload, if we get a big injection of sellers, if we see like a really high speed of tape, this might be a nice play. I just don't like the fact we keep rejecting the area that I marked out earlier. It's still holding, still could be the low of the day. I did say I'd like to see a little rejection down towards it, and we did. Buyers trying to take this level where the sellers came in. I think if the buyers get absorbed here, it's a sell day. But I'm just not confident in it right now. Doesn't look a great setup. Although starting to look a bit better. Lots of buying coming in. Looks like it's being met by sellers at the minute though. Still hanging around the 0 DT HVL, so don't wanna get too involved right now. I'm gonna have to load up on the snussies in a minute. So value area high at the minute is pretty much this area here where we got rejected before. High buy volume coming in. Nothing super duper clear. Starting to feel like my analysis of this area was probably more accurate the longer that this folds out. But there's just not really a setup for me to take right now. Price is just chopping about, honestly. And a choppy session is a good way to blow your accounts. So if it means not taking a trade, then so be it. So be it. How's the 15-minute looking? Looking like the open range low was a pretty solid rejection area. But this level above here is also holding, so what to do? I think the best thing in these situations is just not to trade, honestly. Like, I could try a little long up there. We are starting to reject off this area here. Which is also where the big sellers were, so it's a high volume node. I don't like the look of it. It's actually making me want to wait a little bit longer because the longer this plays out, the bigger these edges form, which gives me a higher conviction in the setup, honestly. I want to see a breakout of these edges. If we get to see a breakout with some high level of aggression, I think 30k could be on the cards today. Just got a feeling. I got a feeling, as the Black Eyed Peas would say. Is it the Black Eyed Peas or will.i.am, or it's definitely one of the two. It's either one of them or both of them. Starting to get into the upper shelf of this value area now. thinking maybe a risk just into somewhere like that. Just gotta wait, wait. These edges are forming rather nicely now though. I do like the look of these. It's so sad when you talk about trading in it. Oh, these are really nice edges. Be nice if I can get on with the fucking trade with it. But if not, so be it. Sellers coming in very aggressively on the speed of tape here. Buyers stepping in. Buyers looking like they're getting a little bit more result. I think we're going to break. I think we'll break higher. I have a feeling this is the low of the day. I really do. Just the way we see the sellers were absorbed, buyers came in, nice bullish move. I feel like the buyers want to take it higher. It would be a nice buy entry if you were able to get in on that section down there, but unfortunately I did not. So I'm not too bothered about it. Oh, is this camera super laggy? Or I got a new camera the other day because it oh, that's good. Holy shit, what the fuck is that? Holy moly, what is going on here? That's like a 200.1 second candle. What the fuck was that? Interesting. I think now we're going lower, if that's the case. That's a heavy order came in up there. That was a crazy candle. The volume is really picking up now as well. Look at the speed of tape. I'm not quite sure when that refreshes. It seems to be a bit sporadic. It's obviously not random. There's obviously some sort of calculation to it, but see another, like, if you'd have played the short off the 1 day min, damn boy, these gex levels are fucking incredibly accurate. Okay, so we reached gex 8, which is where we had that rejection, and see another gex level just showing perfect rejections. They either reject or you cut through and you go to the next one is pretty much what I've seen so far. But I have only been watching them for a couple of days really. I don't know if I can see the trades on my account before. So I don't know how this opened up here, but I was like, ah, fuck it, we can make this back. It's only a sim account anyway. I was doing some back testing, so I just basically shorted all this, moved down here, caught it up, shorted it down. It was just very obvious, and it's from the HVL as well. HVL, short it down, 1 day min, long it up, close my short. 1 day HVL again, looking to short, bang. Incredibly accurate stuff. Ah, we're just back in that range again. back in the fucking range. I know I said I like when it builds out the range, but it is pretty annoying having to wait so long for something to happen. I'm going to move this over here. That's just this last leg, which probably isn't the greatest leg to monitor given how sporadic it was. I think if we were going to see a breakout, it'd have to be above the one-day min. I think above the one-day min with a retest of the level would be nice. Or conversely, this level down here, which is just above the Gex 8. Oh, how I wish I had some chew. Oh, I'm so tired. Well, not. I don't feel tired. I do feel like fucking. My body's just exhausted, man. Muay Thai really takes it out of you when you get thrown around by a big Thai man. He was trying to teach me sweeps today, and he just kept putting me on my arse, man. And yeah, it fucking takes its toll on you, that's for sure. Getting absolutely beasted. And it was basically a private session today because it was only me who turned up. So me and Coach Python were doing a bit of sparring, bit of technique work, getting some sweeps in, bit of defence, and just a bit of a fuck about, really. God, this session is looking ass. There's not really any other way to put it. Oh, I'm gonna finish my electrolytes. That's a crazy candle, like 5 minutes ago. That's like a Trump talks candle, that. Oh, Trump's not talking, is he? He's not fucking just dropped some sort of bomb. Oh, I can't even remember what the website was I was using. "4 minutes ago, we're taking over the Strait of Hormuz." Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. Let me just check. There was a website I was using for checking this sort of thing. I forgot what it was. Oh, did I save it in my trading toolkit? No, I did not. Financial Juice, that was it. That was the one. Just seen another mosquito. It really is just a range bound day at the minute. Just sitting between the level that I marked out. Oh, here we go. Traders lift ECB bets. Fully pricing 25 points hike by September. $21.17. Is that when this candle went off? Oh, that's a coincidence, isn't it? Yeah, that was Trump. Fucking knew it. He's a fucking orange-haired bastard, isn't he? All it takes is one little tweet. Oh, we're about to get something here. We're about to get something. Are we finally going to get a breakout? Looks like we are. Nice volume. Probably not going to take this all the way up to 30k if I do get on it. Also at the 1 day min, so I want to see a pretty convincing move above this, honestly. Okay. It's looking good. There's not really anywhere for me to put a stop right now. Okay. We haven't had a decisive move above. Do you know what would be really annoying? If I had have got on at this here, what I thought was going to be the low of the day, and then I got fucking taken out by Trump. You would be fucking pissed. Alright, now seeing aggression. Are they going to hold it though? Okay, looks like they're getting absorbed here. Finish this off. I'm going to wait and see what happens with this move. If it fails, I'll probably jump off. And if I can get on it, I will stick around for a little while. Not really getting a super clean move upwards. We're sort of building value at this area. Profile wise, it looks good if we break higher. This area here could look nice for a buy. Okay, we've got a retest at that level. We're going to close above the 1 day min. I feel like if we were going to go higher here, we would have had some sort of acceptance. Okay, buyers getting very aggressive here. If we do start to push here, I think I'm going to jump on a long. But if we just get absorbed, this actually doesn't look too bad. But we are still sort of within an area where we could still reject, honestly. Let's just wait and see. How does it look on the 5 minute? It's not looking too bad at all, honestly. I think I'm gonna jump in there. Oh shit, I went 2 contracts there when I didn't mean to. Okay, well, we're in now. Actually, no, 2 contracts is right. Okay, so we are in this trade. Let's see how we go. I want to watch how we react around the HVL. I'll probably go break even there. Seeing a lot of aggressive buying coming in, which is pretty nice. Although it is looking like it's getting a little bit absorbed at the top, but we're going to push through it here. Let's see. My friend doesn't want to let me in. Nice aggression coming from the buy side there. More aggressive buying coming in. This looks good. Okay, we are at the point of control on the composite profile now as well, so again, another area where I have to be mindful. Start to see a little bit of a rejection here. Sellers coming in pretty heavy. I want to see them get absorbed by the buyers. There is a delta level on the left hand side that I'm watching. If we hit that, I'll probably go break even as well. Okay, there's a sell box that just came in. I want to see us break through that. Still seeing buy volume coming in. Also selling. Quite a bit of selling coming in actually. Okay, there's a pretty big sell box at the top there. I think I might just go break even here. Okay, I'm going to go break even there. Just cover myself. Buy a tick just for commissions. I think I might get stopped out here, but if I do, then so be it. This will be the only trade I take today, I think. I think if we're going to reject here, then it might just be a failed auction. In by a point or two. We're going to break through these big sell boxes. There was a big buyer here that got rejected, so I think we might just be about to see some downside here, which would be unfortunate. We are testing the mid VWAP line as well. I think this is a good entry, honestly. I'm going to take some screenshots there. I think that's me out. Yep, that's me out. Okay, I'm out there. Made a total of 80 cents. Woo! Fucking big boy monies. Can't even buy myself a Big Mac with that. Still a fair bit of buying coming in, but it's just not getting any results, so I think this might just be a failed auction. Or is it just going to tick me out and then run? That's literally to the tick where it's rejected as well. If it gets through these buy boxes, we're definitely going higher. Which will be a little bit annoying given what's just happened. We're starting to build value on the effort profile around here. Getting some aggressive selling coming in now as well, so buyers seemingly absorbing it though. I think the buyers are just getting absorbed at the top here, but if they keep chipping away at it, they'll probably break through this area of sells. I think that's the direction for the day. We haven't broken the opening range high just yet, I don't think. I think that's sitting right about here. But yeah, if this runs, that'll be very very unfortunate. But it does look like sellers are getting absorbed here, and the reason I say that, you can see a massive amount of aggression here on the CVD. So what was here? But what's really happening is we're getting lots and lots of buys coming in. The price is actually decreasing. Doesn't mean it's not going to go higher. It just means right now sellers are absorbing a lot of the buy orders that are coming in. The only other thing that would potentially look nice if I was to get back on it would be something like this. It's just my RR is going to be a little bit worse on it. Whether I look to take this now though, given I've just taken that break even, we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to hang around too much. I don't want to overstay my welcome in the market. So sometimes you better just take the hit and fuck off. Especially when it's like, I've just taken a break even. It's not like I'm down or anything like that. That was a really nice setup as well. Saw everything I needed. Everything was in line. I still think this, without Trump, I think this definitely would have been the low of the day. But Trump likes to fuck things up for us, doesn't he, sir? I'm going to take that level off, actually, because it's not really relevant anymore. So where was this my original stop? This is my original trade, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, lots of sell volume coming in at the top now. Still below HVL as well, so there's nothing to say we're not going to go just straight back down. Failed auction here, back down to the other side. The profile isn't great, but it was enough for me to get in that trade. I think I went break even at the right time. I think it was managed well. Buyers trying to step back in here, but not getting a load of result. The selling effort is now seemingly taken over. So I think this is just a failed auction, honestly. Unless we reject off this area where the value area high was when I initially got in, which it could be. Could be. But if you look at the 5 minute as well, look at this 5 minute candle. Like that there, yeah, that tells me we probably don't want to go higher right now. But I could be wrong. So this is basically where I would want an entry if I was going to get back in, but I'm just not convinced just yet that it's going to hold. Although that looks very nice. Aggressive seller came in there. Just the profile just looks a bit shit if I'm completely honest with myself. It doesn't look like what I would call a good profile. We have also tapped the value area low of this region. What time is it? What's that? 10:30? Yeah, it's 10:30 now. Been here an hour. Do I really want to stick around any longer? Ideally, no. Would I like to see a push higher? Yes. Are buyers starting to get the upper hand again? Looks like it from volume perspective. If we close above this big seller here, just tapping off that 1 day min again actually, so I might actually take another stab at this. Let's just see what happens here. If we do get a pickup in volume, and if I can get on with it, I'll look to take one more attempt higher. just lots of volume and not a massive amount of result. If we start seeing result from the buy side, which we're starting to see now, if I'm honest, but there's just so many sell boxes above. Which for me just gives me anxiety, mate. Look how we've rejected off it. Rejection. We're going to get a buy rejection now. It's just not clear. We're not really in a trending day, and that's where this strategy performs best. And given that, I think it's probably time for me to head off. We've made a lower high there as well. Still just testing this area on the value area low. So that region there. If we break below that, I think a short down to there would be feasible. Like we're seeing the aggression from there now. Is it just going to get absorbed? There's lots of sell effort coming in. But in terms of strategy, I would be looking for a long from this point, so I don't really want to go short. Given that I think the day is probably a long day, do I just want to take a trade for the sake of taking a trade now? Is that where I'm at? All these sell boxes are just getting accepted, just rejecting off every single one of them. That would be my risk that way. Given that there is so much in terms of selling effort, do I want to take a short? Would a short make more sense? Right now it looks like it would. I'm not sure this box is doing anything for me. This area we know was rejected already. I think I'm actually going to take that off because it's not really relevant anymore. I'm kind of liking the idea of a short down now. But we are also just testing the value area high. What happens if I move that to here? Oh yeah, this is actually potentially looking like a good little short. If we can get a little pump higher, maybe see some level of aggression from the sellers. I think it's just going to run, isn't it? It's not really where I want my entry to be, if I'm honest. I want my entry to be more like here. I want to see a retest of this low area, because we didn't really get it sort of decisively. Oh, my knee. For the old knees. I also think this area needs to be more like that. Yeah, we're going to get run lower here. I'm going to take a little stab short, just one con. Start to see some buy aggression come in here. to see some more aggression from the sellers here. Yeah, I got in that move a little bit late there, if I'm completely honest. Yeah, it's not ideal. I was a bit late into that move. I think if we get below here though, we should see some sell-off. Get a closure below this last 1 minute candle. Okay, starting to see some selling coming in. Sell aggression from the sellers. It's coming in, it's not really getting very far though. Okay, now we're starting to see some aggression come down. So I'm in this trade currently, as you can see, because you can now see my P&L on screen, which is nice. Coming into the low volume areas. Okay, we should see a little bit of a flush now. Okay, I'm gonna go break even there. The reason I'm going break even is because my entry was just fucking shit on it, honestly. So if I get stepped out, which it looks like I'm gonna, I'll just take it and leave. But I think we see a little flush down from here. It's just whether I can, whether my break even is high enough that I don't get stopped out before it runs. But nah, I'm out. Okay. Watch this run now. 2 break evens on the day. I'm fine with that. Oh, it's been a very indecisive day. There might be a pretty good break even actually, looking at where price is heading now. This is really where I wanted my entry. I should have really waited for it to come back up to this area. It's probably a little bit premature on getting in on that one if I'm being critical of myself, which as a trader you should be. So, you know, if you've been a fucking idiot, you need to call yourself out. But this area is where I would have liked to see price come back to. Stops above there. Target something down there. But I'm just watching this for the sake of watching it now, if I'm honest. But we're still building lower value here, so you know it means we've got lots of participation from both sides coming in. So I think I'm going to call it a day there. I might just wait and see if this trade gets wiped out, or if it would have got wiped out if I was a bit later on my break even. I'm gonna take this profile off now because I'm not going to use it. But yeah, look at the chop fest of this. It's not an ideal session at all. No doubt I would have been slipped out or something there, given the last couple of trades I've had. I got some really bad slippage recently. I got slipped out by like 3 or 4 points last week on a trade that ran like a monster. Yeah, there you go. That would have been me out. Okay, I'm calling it a day there. I am up 20 cents. Woo! So, gonna go get myself a fucking... What can I get for 20 cents? What's 20 cents in Thai baht? 20 cents in Thai baht is like... absolutely nothing. I can get myself a bottle of water if I'm lucky. But yeah, I'm going to leave this chop fest and go and do something else. Go get a nice Kalpak guy and yeah, call it a day. So I think that was a pretty good session. I think everything was managed pretty well given the conditions as well. I think the break even's pretty good. So yeah, ciao for now, and I will